The clock is ticking. Now, 7 minutes past 8 this Friday morning, and we've been hearing for some time now about the utter nightmare that bus cancellations are causing here in Lincolnshire. Maybe missed hospital appointments, workers late for shifts, pupils not getting to school on time. It does feel like if you're a bus passenger, you're getting a bit of a raw deal right now. And it's not just here in Lincolnshire, actually. It's a national shortage of drivers. We'll find out more in a minute from the Confederation of Passenger Transport. First of all, reporter Grace has been speaking to people on the Birchwood in Lincoln about the issues they're facing.
Do you use the bus service?
I do, yes.
And have you noticed any changes?
Oh yeah, there's loads that have been cancelled, especially school buses, and in the morning, like the other day, there was 2 buses cancelled within minutes of each other. I mean, how people are supposed to use the bus service.
And do you rely on buses? Can you drive or...?
No, I don't drive, so I rely on buses.
And is that in this... Where do you use it to get to? Is it work?
Well, no, I walk to work, but at town and other places. So, yeah, I do have to rely on the buses.
Do you use the bus network?
I usually use it to go shopping on a Tuesday morning.
And how have you found it?
Sometimes they're on time, sometimes they just miss them out. So you just have to wait for the next one.
And do you rely on them to kind of get about places?
I do when I go to town. Yes, I've got my daughter that helps out with shopping and things. But and if I want to go down to the co-op, I just pop on. But I suppose they're doing the best they can. Yeah, we're lucky because our estate, it comes from Lincoln into our estate and it goes up Station Road to Waddington. But the people living on Lawn Road, that was a different service. And that's been cut out.
Oh.
But I think they're short of drivers and things. You've just got to be prepared and adapt, really.
Frustrating, isn't it? That's the experience of some on the Birchwood estate in Lincoln. Well, new figures show almost 1 in 10 jobs for bus drivers aren't being filled at the moment, with an even higher vacancy rate for coach drivers. Let's chat to Graham Vidler. Graham's CEO of the Confederation of Passenger Transport. He represents bus and coach drivers. They've been looking into these figures. Joins me now. Graham, I thought this was just an issue in Lincolnshire. It's been going on for months, but this is nationwide. Such a big issue, isn't it?
Yes, good morning, Sean. And I'm really sorry to hear about the experiences of some of your listeners there. But you're absolutely right that due to an ongoing shortage of drivers across the country, about 1 in 10 posts are vacant at the moment. There are a small number of cases where we're not able to deliver all of the service that we promised to customers, and we don't want to be in that position, so we're doing everything we can to bring more drivers into the industry.
What's the problem then? What's causing it?
I think there's some big economic factors that sit behind it, Sean. It's not just bus and coach drivers, it's across the economy. And I think some of the things that are going on is in the wake of Brexit, many people from EU countries decided to return home and stop working in the UK. I think during the pandemic, lots of people rethought their working lives and decided to stop working altogether or to start working part-time. And I think we see a much higher rate of turnover in the labour market now, lots more people moving jobs than perhaps was the case a few years ago. And all of those things together are having a lasting impact on our ability to recruit and retain drivers.
I know there's been a huge recruitment drive here in Lincolnshire for some time now, trying to find new drivers, but they don't seem to be coming forward. Do you think what's putting them off? Why aren't they coming forward? Because it sounds like a great job.
Well, I think the evidence from most parts of the country, Sean, is that we're getting plenty of people through in terms of applications. Unfortunately, we lose some during the licensing process because it can take a while to actually get your public service vehicle driver's license and then go on to our training programs. And as I said, even as we're getting people in, there's still a high level of turnover with people going to other jobs. But you're absolutely right. It is a good job, which many drivers really appreciate. They feel an important part of the community, and they love the fact that they're so appreciated by their passengers.
What's the solution then? How do we fix this problem? Could the government do something more?
Well, unfortunately, Sean, there's no single solution. So we need to do lots of things to keep trying to fix it. So bus operators and coach operators are investing lots in apprenticeship programs and training programs. We at the Confederation of Passenger Transport are running a recruitment campaign at the moment, which listeners can find out more about at thankyouDriver.org. We need the government to work with us to really promote bus and coach driving as a career. And ultimately, we might need to look at opening up bus and coach driving to a limited amount of immigration to bring more people into the country to do what is a very skilled job where there simply aren't enough people to do it at the moment.
Difficult one, isn't it? All right, Graham, thanks for your time this morning. Graham Vidler there, CEO of the Confederation of Passenger Transport. A spokesman for the Department of Transport has told us that they continue to work with industry, such as the Confederation there, to attract and train the workforce they need to make recruitment easier. We're told they've ramped up the capacity of vocational driving tests as well. Have you tried to become a bus driver? Maybe you've gone through the process and you're about to set out driving a bus this morning. Share your experience. What was it? How easy is it? Have you tried and there's been some kind of delay? What's the issue? Your experience is always welcome. You know, you can always get in touch with us. If you want to give us a call, the number's 08000 665 949.